In a society where the internet is quickly becoming part of our everyday lives, is there a line to be drawn? Should the internet be used to teach and learn? There has been an increase of online high schools and colleges. The idea of having online classes is a very debatable one. The controversies that come up when discussing online schooling include cheating, socialization, motivation, and experience. Each of these controversies challenge the question whether or not online high schools and colleges are an effective way of learning. First question to examine is why students choose online or traditional course formats. From the article, Is Choice Important in Distance Learning? A study of student motives for taking internet-based courses at the high school and community college level. Author Rob Alert examines factors that motivate community college and virtual high school students to choose online or traditional course formats. Findings indicate that for students who choose distance learning, control over pace and timing of learning was more important for these students. For students who choose face-to-face courses, interaction with instructors and students was paramount. Although it seems that students choose the type of learning environment based on personal preferences, that does not diminish whether or not online schooling is effective. One of the concerns of online schooling is cheating. This is addressed in the article, Ethics in Distance Education, Strategies for Minimizing Academic Dishonesty in Online Assessments. According to this article, the first strategy for minimizing academic dishonesty in online students' assessments is to acknowledge the disadvantages and find ways to overcome them. The first and most serious disadvantage is the instructor's inability to ascertain who is actually taking an online assessment. This article later gives an example to overcome this with creativity, making students be creative in their assessments and making them go through a process to learn, such as relating material back to one's personal life, submitting outlines, theses, and creative projects, or selecting an A, B, or C will help them diminish cheating. An example of this is the video in which I have created. Another controversy is the use of socialization, an experience of full-time students and the ability to develop social skills. However, according to Bill Tucker, online courses and schooling is mainly used as a supplement to everyday high school. I personally think in cases like this where they are used for schools that is lacking AP programs, or a student who may have failed a class or want to get ahead with classes, it is very beneficial. Also, out of personal experience, the more online classes I take, the more time I have to socialize outside of school. However, I do feel online students lack the experience of giving presentations and speeches to a class full of people, which is a huge skill I feel is necessary to learn. Last but not least is the controversy about online schooling is motivation. However, this is based on the individual. Personally, sometimes I'm not motivated enough to do online homework. However, sometimes I'm also not motivated enough to get up and get out of bed to go to class. Therefore, it can go both ways. There doesn't seem to be enough data to truly understand the learning outcomes of online classes versus traditional ones. I personally feel in the end it's dependent on students and the structures of the class. The motivation is determined by the student, and the structure of the class and the type of assessments is determined by the teacher. If a student can seek the experience of communication and developing social skills outside the classroom, I feel that online classes can be successful. However, maybe a possible course could be communication and socialization outside the online classroom, where students are given assessments to go meet a certain club or group or set up a person interview with someone and record it. In other words, I believe that with a bit of creativity, online schools can be effective. It might just take some time to develop the most effective structures. One major personal experience with online classes is this class I'm taking right now. In this class, I've been able to do all homework and everything online, and there was absolutely no way I could cheat because most of it was out of my own personal experience, doing my own research, and having my own thoughts. I think this was a beneficial course in helping me learn the material at hand, and I think that with structures such as these where you use different media sources, I think that an online class can be a very beneficial thing for students.